talk about the police, the story that Eddie Johnson told this week was harrowing because it typified a police officer second-guessing herself, putting her life in danger because she's afraid of being on the next video, the next subject of scrutiny. How are you going to get the police officers to stop being so reactive and be more proactive?
Well, you know, look, I wish you would correctly, let me say this. When I spoke back in October, your paper was, okay, this was pre-anything in Chicago. I was talking about what I could already see.
And it was true.
Okay, what I could see was happening, not
You're
just in
talking about the fetal remark, I understand.
but if you also look and go to the video and go to all the mayors, all the U.S. attorneys,
All agreed.
and all the, no, not only agreed, they applauded.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my point was, and I would say this, is that whole discussion, I would say, there are two factors, not one. You're right to ask me about the police officer, I'm going to get to that situation. But there's also, a quote unquote, this term is used to describe a lot, a Ferguson effect on the gangs. It's not just about cops.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
Boulder.
they are aware of the narrative. They are more emboldened at the very time because they know what's happened, the change in our police. They know it before any foundation president or before any think tank has ever thought about, or before any criminologist has studied it. They've all of a sudden realized there's a change out here. They're the first to feel it. So the quote-unquote Ferguson effect is wider than just police, and the discussion happening nationally is missing the other side of the equation.
And the combination is deadly.
The combination
literally
is,
deadly.
so now that said, I've said 2 points to you, I hope you hear. You say, what do you? Now, I've been, if you go back...
What can be done?
No. I mean, because I think too often it's like you just point your finger at me. I can play a role here, and I have. I couldn't not be clear. Now, I'm proud of the coverage on the mentoring and the take on it, and the response by people of all parts of the city to be part of that. We are going to add to the overall police force. We're going to add to the better training, so it's a part of an overall getting people to understand de-escalation, getting them to be trained for mental health, not to make it a criminal piece, giving them technologies from tasers to body cams. And you know, look, that woman, is my understanding, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, as of yesterday's incident, it was her body camera that caught the video, so you have this situation. There is, she said to Eddie, and she also said to me when I called her, and we're going to go for a run when she feels better and stuff like that. She's a hockey player, you know.
Oh.
She's really, thank God she's a tough cookie. I mean, she really is a tough person. I mean, she talks about hockey, she's a love of it, and working out, she weightlifts, and she had a good attitude, but she's holding on to one part of the cuff, and literally is going through her mind while her head is being bashed. If I do X, I can create a viral video. And too often the paintbrush is done in such a broad stroke, your cap. It's like everybody, you know, there may be an officer will do wrong, and then we say the police department. That officer becomes the way a whole police department, the rank of everybody gets described. And that's just not
a union president who says we've lost the streets because police are afraid, and you don't have their back.
Well, they don't say that about.
No, not you, but in the city.
Okay, no. So there is, you in the journalist world have a role to play. You have a role to play. I was with the officer before I went in yesterday, sergeant in the 15th district, right when I was doing my opiate press conference, who said, when are you going to get the press off our back?
Yeah.
All of us have a role to play. They don't get an automatic pass. They have to earn the respect and the cooperation.
But they should all be painted with the same
But they
brush.
can't. But if an officer does right, that officer, as an example, should stand up and be recognized. And if an officer does wrong, there's a difference between misconduct and a mistake. And we, in this environment, because we're dealing with the public safety of our neighborhoods and the vigilance of our police and the vigilance of our residents, we need to be very careful and focused in what we describe.